Well, I'd love to talk about our 911 escapades. The time we wished we were rodeo clowns or first responders, but I think more pressing need. It's time for 3 and Out.
3 and Out.
All right. Well, since we talked about the 42-year-old Zamboni driver that got thrust into a professional NHL game and got the win, I found this question, and if you were thrown into one of the 4 major sports leagues, what sport and what position would you be most successful in? Start with you, Wes.
I think it certainly would be a rodeo clown of the highest magnitude.
Yeah, what's that, the PBR?
That's,
the professional bull riding
the
league?
greatest show on dirt. Get in there and
that's what they call it.
Just tackle the biggest, strongest, most meanest, angriest, pissed off, mad fucking Spanish bull you can find.
Mad baby cow you can find.
It's not,
Yeah.
So you
I
say,
always thought the PBR had higher ratings than the NFL. So, yeah.
NHL?
Well, the 4 major sports.
So four major
NFL,
sports: position,
NHL, MLB.
yeah,
NBA.
and position, and then situation. Is that what you said?
No. Okay, so I will read the question again, asshole. If you were thrown into one of the 4 major sports leagues, what sport and what position would you be most successful in? And I will go by, this has to be you currently.
Yeah. Can't do soccer. It'd probably be like a point guard. Point guard or point. Well, I can't base it off of height because at 6 foot I'm a small point guard in the NBA. I was going to say shooting guard, so I'll say point guard in the NBA, based off my prowess, my mean streak, my dribbling, my decision making, my IQ, and the ability to hit the open jumper when it's there.
Nice.
You think you could really compete in the NBA?
No,
for any
I
length
couldn't
of
compete in any
time?
fucking major sport. What are you saying?
Well, why wouldn't you pick, like, I don't know, like right field in a Major League Baseball game?
Because then I
You
had
can
to
still get
hit.
You can still hit the cutoff man at this age, and maybe you just stand at the plate and pray for 4 balls.
So this is me now. Thoughts in any position?
Yes!
I don't know. Okay, 12th man in the NBA.
So you're a bench rider.
Yeah, I catch an off-ball screen.
Well, that's fair. Well, all right. Besides soccer, basketball is your best sport.
Probably,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
they could play, yeah.
So that makes fucking sense. You know what? Fuck you, Merv. What's yours? Next.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think I just said it. I'd probably just play, like, right field for, like, the Marlins or
This
something.
guy.
And I would probably be just as successful as the Marlins' current right fielder, and I'd be fine, and no one would care.
That's fair.
Now, I think, like,
Watch
obviously,
Mercer
I'd
at
probably
cover
be
corner.
a substitute. What's that?
I was going to say watch Mercer cover corner or like a punt returner.
Oh,
No. I thought about this pretty hard, but no, I feel like, okay, the top 4 sports. So what is that? That's the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball, and hockey.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That's
See,
what
I mean,
that's
I
what
feel
would
like
think.
I could probably go in as like a backup defenseman in the NHL, not even try to handle the puck, and just go in fucking full on like cannonball steamroller in a couple assholes
just
until I got
skating
thrown in the penalty box.
around hitting dudes. Or just not even hitting dudes, just into them. Skating into
But
them.
then again, I'm sure my 140-pound ass would be very imposing on the ice.
Yeah, I was
in this
just
era.
gonna
So
say,
no,
man.
I think I'm gonna stick with right fielder in Major League
Be
Baseball.
like, you let the kid on the ice.
You are no Tommy Woo. Was that Kenny Woo? Damn it.
Kenny Woo. Woo, 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 Kenny Woo. Yeah. No, I'm with you. I was going to say second base, baseball. But, yeah, a 90-foot diamond put a pretty good hurt on me because I'm 5'4". So that's a lot of range. I got a good glove. But, yeah, I couldn't. I wasn't a great hitter. Well, I couldn't hit a breaking ball.
Well, according to Murray, you just go up and hope for 4 balls because major league pitchers can't.
No, I would foul a fastball off.
Timing?
I will tip one.
Time
I
it?
will fucking tip one. But
You ought to go to YouTube.
if you throw any kind of breaking ball, I'm not hitting it.
I was gonna say-
or I'm hitting it on the ground.
You ought to go to YouTube and look up a couple like they have bullpen sessions of nearly anyone
Yeah.
that you can think of with the camera right behind the catcher.
So do you remember ESPN Zone?
yeah.
So when ESPN Zone first opened, there was the tunnel where it was a batting cage, and it was like you could pick which professional pitcher you wanted to face, and it would fucking hum you out like a 98 mile per hour fastball from a machine, but it came out of like a screen of him throwing.
The hand, right?
Yeah.
I vaguely remember that. Yes,
that shit was bonkers.
Right.
It was not. Yeah, that's insane.
God, the ESPN zone. It's been gone for a while.
It has been. It was the first. The first ever.
All right.
Can you imagine that? Baltimore got the first ever ESPN thing.
Here's a fun story about the ESPN zone. They had all those like interactive games that you used your whole body on, and they had this horse racing game.
It was the most exhausting fucking thing ever.
It's the one where you have to
Yes, you had to get on a fake horse, and the only way to make the horse go is you actually had to like jostle the horse like in that galloping motion back and forth. And the only way to do it for real was to kind of get up on the balls of your feet, get your ass up off the saddle, and just push and go. And I remember this is when I was working at the radio station, and we had to take a bunch of people down for one of the Ravens like pre-season, like that whole kickoff party they do at like Live Nation.
Yeah.
And we ended up bouncing out and leaving like all of our listeners behind. Me and my co-host went down to the ESPN zone, got fucking hammered, and I got on this thing. And me being me, not wanting to lose, I fucking went 1,000% on this thing until I hit the first turn, and it was gone. All the gas. I looked like a monkey trying to inseminate the inside of a football. It was the most disgusting display of anything a human being's ever put in the world.
Ignorant. Like, it's a video game. It should be like 30 seconds long. The race should last fucking 300 meters.
Sure.
Like that's it. But nah, it gave you a full fucking horse race.
That's a couple furlongs.
Yeah. And a fucking dude, that was exhausting. It was insane.
Not a mile and a quarter.
No. Like there would be a human on there for fucking 5-6 minutes doing this shit. No. It's exhausting.
It's like the shake weight before the shake weight was a shake weight. Yeah,
dude.
It's not. I have a good ESPN zone story. Me and McCann came down for the Ravens Colts playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
This is when I was living in Delaware. Drove down. Oh man, McCann was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and went to bed early, thinking this was like Christmas morning.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, drank the entire night. Drove my car down from Delaware. It was on a 1 to a 10 was about a 9 in the hangover. And he said, let's go to the ESPN zone. We're going to bite. And I muscled down a beer. I was like, oh, and then, they had that hockey rink that had the plywood goalie that went back and forth.
Yeah.
McCann's like, I want to get in there and take a couple snapshots. What do you think? It's like, there's a putt-putt golf machine right next to it. I'll just do that. I'll hunker down here.
I'm going to play Cruising USA. It's fine.
Okay, and but the putt-putt golf machine, but the way as a right-handed putter, my back was to that, and I heard McCann just firing off slap shots, fucking 42-year-old Zamboni style, and I heard this like, and I turned around and he had slap shot so hard he ripped his jeans from here to here, and on Hacksaw Ridge, and we walked to the stadium. He did a tie around, but in front. So he tied it and then put his sweatshirt in front. Looked like a cook. But I think he ponied up and paid $25 for some purple camo. And we had to bribe some tailgaters to let him change in their minivan. Yeah. ESPN zone.
Good stuff. ESPN zone, bro.
All right. Numero dos.
All right. How about this? If you could pick one person to be the ambassador for the human race, to meet aliens, who would it be? And I feel like this question changes over time. We're in a different era now. It's 2020. Who is the 2020 ambassador to meet aliens if they do, in fact, visit us here on Earth?
Man, that's rough.
I mean, I think I know the correct answer, but I want to see what you guys give.
You got to have someone who's reasonable, someone who's rational, decent sense of humor.
Yep.
Not out and out politician.
I think it's just got to be something like, I mean, this is gonna sound fucking crazy, but I think it's gotta be something stupid and something super, like, not. It's my Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. It's the most non-threatening thing I can think of, and that's Ellen DeGeneres. I don't know why, but like aliens. Here you go. She's kind of funny.
Right.
That's not a bad answer.
She's humanoid. You know what I mean? She's not like overly masculine or overly feminine.
Is it asexual?
That's not meant to be a knock. I'm just saying. I think logically that sounds good.
Right.
She's a little funny. She's serious. She seems logical to me.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have any crazy thoughts that I've seen that I can think of.
yeah. God, that would be bad.
But I think the one flaw in your argument there is like, what happens if like they decide to like, you know, get aggressive or break bad on her? Like, I just don't feel like she could defend herself. Like in that like
fair.
like chimpanzees kind of like, you know, line in the sand dominance kind of appreciation kind of thing.
Okay.
So someone. It has to be someone who can defend themselves.
I
figure
think-
if a race of aliens is gonna,
I think she's
attack
not a line stepper. You know what I mean? I think she won't. She's good at reading things like that.
I feel like she'd be panicked. I feel like everything you said is
jittery?
legit. I just feel like she might be panicked in a moment.
I don't think so. I think she's pretty cool.
Okay.
Pretty
Need
cool
like a-
character,
Pretty-
man. She's hosted
got a lot
fucking
of-
like
Daytime
daytime.
Ellen. Okay.
I'm just saying, I have never.
Why not?
I don't watch Ellen.
You watch Wendy Williams, but all right.
It's facts.
So why not Oprah then as opposed to Ellen?
I think Oprah can come off aggressive.
Okay.
If she's like,
You
know what I'm like.
Yeah.
Yeah, if she
Little
starts like
overbearing.
yelling at him or
I agree.
something, she's like, "We come in peace." You know what I mean? Like they might take that different. Like they might take that wrong. I think Ellen just kind of struts up and is like, you know what I mean? Like she has a vest on. I think that's endearing.
No. Back up. Ellen comes up and does what?
I don't even remember what I did. Yeah, she does a little dance.
Yeah, she dances her way up to the alien
she dances.
spacecraft.
Yeah,
All right.
with a vest. Yeah.
I don't even know if she does that.
God, she might.
Right. But that's good. I was thinking of something like a Will Smith or a Jeff Goldblum or a Bill Pullman
Okay, I mean,
style.
I get that.
But
I get that.
No, that's all fictional. Real.
Well, Jeff Goldblum's not fictional. That's a real person.
Well, I meant his character in Independence Day.
Yeah,
Jeff
but-
Goldblum could jeopardize
but
humanity.
I would contend that Jeff Goldblum does have that demeanor and that
True.
weird cadence of talk, and he would be receptive to what they're saying. I feel like he's almost an alien himself.
Yes,
He might actually kind of blend in just enough to maybe bring their comfort level
That's
to a
right.
place of acceptance.
Okay.
That's right. Murr's right.
So is that your vote, Jeff Goldblum?
No, I like that for you, but I'm just saying, like, you dismissed it rather quickly.
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you know that wasn't a bad thought.
I just don't-
but
I
if you
don't
have
know-
someone else, I'd like to know.
Yeah, but I think Martin Short would be a solid choice.
as Jiminy Glick. So you're here on Earth.
That's right. You're gonna put him in character, semi-fictional.
Yeah, but I feel like they do need to still be like, I don't know, a representative of the human race. And I just feel like Martin Short's a little much. He's a little much for regular people, let
true.
alone someone visiting from another world.
True.
All right. You need someone semi-dull like Ellen.
But
Just
entertaining.
Kidding. Just kidding. Now Ellen's extremely entertaining. God, I almost feel like anything I say is playing second fiddle to Ellen. But you have brought some things to life with Mr. Goldblum, who wasn't on my mind. See, I don't know. I just try to bash some ideas around. Now I'm thinking about commissioners from some of the leagues who do a lot of delegating, but they're not politicians.
Okay.
That's
not bad.
Thinking about former politicians who, Barack, I think would be a logical choice.
I thought he was going Jesse the Body. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was gonna be like Ventura. That's my guy.
I did tell you, man. You want to know like a phenomenal heel wrestling commentator, Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
I can tell you. I'll tell you why on a later date.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't say Jesse. Barack Obama.
Barry,
would be a good choice.
He's pretty level-headed.
I feel like of the former presidents, I'd like a. I know I said one person, but like I'd like a Bush Obama like combo. I don't know. I just feel like Bush would have like that sense of humor going in, like that whole thing, and then Barack would have like the more articulate speech, to actually communicate with them. But I that's fair. I'd like it to be non-politician.
Maybe we could convince the aliens that Bush and Obama were Siamese twins.
And
have them do like a stuck on you type thing.
Obama's the diplomat. Bush is the decider. That's
right.
It's perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
They have no conception of different races being Siamese twins. You just send them in. You get a tailor to make a suit where the hips are connected.
In a giant set of pants. They have 4 feet.
A big sweater.
They have 4 feet. They waddle around. Oh God, that's ridiculous.
All right. Well, I feel like my answer. I feel like it's too obvious. I just feel like that Joe Rogan is the man for the job.
Ooh.
He's got the comedian. He's got the comedian chops, right?
Yep.
He's got like the jujitsu. So if he has to go toe to toe with one of them to show him who boss is, he's got that. He's articulate. He can be very docile, but he can also be aggressive.
He's very
and
logical.
he seems to ask all the pertinent questions.
Yeah, he's a man of science.
Right.
Yeah. Which I like.
Yeah.
Like he asks questions.
He would smoke up before he went.
Yeah, so he's gonna be super chill.
He's gonna kind of have a level head about things.
Probably like a nice indica dominant hybrid would be my guess.
Yeah.
Not that I know anything about that stuff, but yeah.
You know about what?
Huh?
Incan and Namid?
Huh?
Yeah. Ini Kanazi? You know about him?
What you talking about?
I changed my vote. I want the hot stepper to go.
Inikamos? Nice.
I feel like he'd walk up with like a glass pipe like filled with like DMT to like freebase with them, and they'd fucking like solve like all the ancient riddles in 20 minutes.
We bring you spice.
They saw off their legs. We save their lives. We get alien technology.
That's
That's how it goes. And then Ellen
Perfect.
chops it up.
We've solved the riddle, Murr.
Yep.
Thank you. And finally, if you were stuck in any food and had to eat your way out, what would it be?
We're a hot dog. Stuck in any food.
Pizza the Hut.
So hold on. Okay, Master and Commander. Let me ask you this. Pizza.
Yes.
He
Shit.
ate himself to death.
That's so good.
In a space limo.
Does this mean I'm microscopic, or is this has something life size been built around?
Or
me?
am I just me,
I guess it wouldn't really.
but
matter.
made of that food?
Okay. Well, the way I'm looking at this is Okay, all right. You guys have seen. Oh, what's the beer movie? Where they have to train. It's with the guys
Beer Fest?
from Broken Lizard, the
Beer Fest?
Super Troopers guys.
Beer Fest?
What's it called? Yes, Beer Fest. You know how like they get down inside that big vat of beer and he's got to drink his way out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Same scenario, but it's food.
Okay.
Ooh, boy.
I guess you can't like land in a
And I'm assuming you have an oxygen supply. You're not just you're not
like
suffocating.
life rules.
Yes.
Normal Earth.
Yeah, I'm gonna
rules.
say. I'll say nose tube with oxygen, but the only way. Well, wait. I mean, you have to eat your way out. The only way to gain your freedom is by eating your way out. Now, here's the caveat of that, though. You don't want to wait like days to eat your way out because you're eventually going to be shitting into your own food. So I feel like before the digestive process completes its
But you
journey,
might have to.
You got to get your way
for
out of
sheer
here.
volume of food.
Yeah.
You might have to.
That's true.
But I think so. With that being said, clearly the first task, as in my lasagna prison, is to fucking eat a shit area out of lasagna, like just all right. So that's the poop area over there, and we just keep munching away that direction.
Right. Pac-Man, little
we
covey.
keep pooping back there.
Sure.
Poop on tops of poops, just to save space. Go up, think up. Use the upward space. Don't bother surface area.
Yeah.
Get through that lasagna quick.
So lasagna is your Garfield.
Yeah, probably.
You're Garfielding it up.
It's either that or tacos. Am I in one giant taco, or is it like a taco bowl?
No, I would think it would be the amount of individual tacos.
So like
fill the
7,000 tacos. Got it.
Yes.
So wait, do I just get to eat them one by one? Do I just get to pick them up and just start hammering tacos?
In whatever manner you can.
Because I kind of envision myself like smack dab in the center of a crunchy taco the size of like the Empire State Building, and then I just had to start eating beef and lettuce, like
just the taco bigger,
getting at it.
He's only got to eat his body weight's worth of food, but he inflated it to the Empire State Building.
Yeah, whatever.
Right. I did figure assuming that temperature isn't a problem, like you're not going to burn yourself. You know what I mean?
What a ridiculous thing to worry about. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
That's okay. Lasagna.
Please,
what do you like?
Please continue.
A smelting Parmesan is going to melt your skin as you're plummeting through layers of lasagna.
Okay. Room temperature food. Okay. Just for Wes.
Like
He's like a giant tuna sandwich.
No, yeah. Ice cream sundae.
Ooh, you think you could eat your way out of it? That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah.
All that creaminess. That's
hot fudge.
That's a heavy bit.
You gotta get the fucking maraschino cherry down too, you son of a bitch. You gotta think about that.
It's like a big apple size of it's a New York type of New York Big Apple size of
apparently I went too big, so it's like the size of a basketball.
Gotcha.
You got fucking maraschino cherry.
That's where I pop out at. It's like that's where I breach at. Right.
Just born.
Christ, yeah.
You're all Ace Ventura rhinoceros born out of a fucking maraschino cherry.
All right. That's it. That would be, I figure, because I have a sweet tooth. If you're asking me regular food, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You can take ice cream sundae. Just remember, your body heat's going to warm up that sundae.
It makes it easier for him to tunnel around.
Yeah.
Slither his way through some ice cream.
I guess there would be something weird about like handfuls of hot fudge. Getting that down. But
I feel like that's when you start to struggle.
it's
so heavy.
It's like the man versus food roadblock. And that's when things started to get a little crazy.
You can't even move yourself. You're just covered in fudge.
Yeah, I don't know. What would be okay, Mur, you answer, and then I have a question about what you guys think, an amended food for thought type thing.
Oh.
Okay, well, now see, I was trying to think of the food that I can consume the most of in one sitting. Now, I feel like pizza's kind of a cop out, but I can eat an entire large pizza myself. When I get home from work, if I get Subworks on the way home or something, I leave 2 slices of pizza out of that whole thing, and I'm not a big guy, and I can down that. So I was thinking pizza, but every time I go to Buffalo Wild Wings, I always get the large, and I always eat the entire large, and I always feel like shit the next day. And the Asian zing is zinging my asshole all day long the next day. So I want to go with buffalo wings, but I don't like boneless buffalo wings. And I don't know if that's cheating because, the bones do take up, a certain amount of space, probably the majority of the space.
That's fine.
So
you just got to eat 7,000 wings. Yeah.
Why can't I think you're in a wing the size of this room. And you're in the middle of it.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm saying.
You're okay. You have an oxygen supply, kind of. I like.
No,
you
I
wake
say,
up one day.
I
and
say
you're-
take the rules off. Like you exist like you exist now. Like you're not suffocating because you haven't eaten yourself out of the lasagna prison.
Right.
Like you're just there, and
Yeah.
you've got to eat yourself out of your lasagna prison.
You have to Andy
Yeah.
Dufresne your way through a wing.
Yes, exactly. In the denim fucking prison outfit.
Okay, fine. I am trapped inside a giant boneless chicken wing, and I will eat my way out of it.
It's one of them big fuckers too. That's like two sections fused together.
Yeah.
So he's got to fucking figure it out. There is a midline, but is that to safety? You don't
Okay,
know.
what's your question, Wes?
So, okay, is there anything that what I'm thinking is we immediately went to things that we like. Okay, these are foods that
Yeah.
we find
Delicious.
delicious and tasty. Is there anything that you would say like that would be easy? It would be easy, like the inside of a Crispix. That's you just have to walk up and punch through a few things. I mean, should we think about it more logical?
My logic on this is eventually, no matter what I'm eating, I'm gonna hate. So I got to take that first like 20-minute burst to like really do some damage, and I'm gonna do more damage on a food that I enjoy
Okay.
than I am on a food that I don't enjoy.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I understand that, but I guess it's a matter of what the parameters are of what we're inside of. Like, is there anything you think would be just like? I don't hate Crispix. I haven't eaten them in fucking 10 years. That the only thing I thought it was like that's just like an airy.
What if you were inside like a whole pack of Necco wafers?
And I had to punch through the plastic.
Nope, you got to punch through each fucking Necco wafer.
Right.
Just, gah.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like fucking
well, if you
Chinese.
chose-
Like, my board breaking days would come into handy.
Guys, I'm
If you
loving
If you
this back
chose
and forth, but I got
Crispix,
pissed.
if you chose cereal, then yeah, you would just be inside an entire thing of actual cereal. and
Wait,
you'd
an
have to eat
entire
the whole thing of
box or
cereal to
like
get out.
one giant Crispix?
Yeah. Is it like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, or
Because
is like one
technically you're free, but you still got to eat it. So
You,
then you have some
guys are
freedom to,
making
like,
up
eat.
the Honey I Shrunk the Kids bit of this whole thing. It's supposed to be just in a thing.
You said
like
I'm
I told Alan,
inside of it.
I told Alan he's got to eat like a 1,000 regular sized tacos, and then
Well,
you
yeah,
guys
'cause
turn this into I'm inside a giant fucking sundae.
No, I asked. You clarified. I asked the question. I said, "Am I inside one taco the size of the Empire State Building?
Yeah.
which was scaled way too big, or do I have 10,000 tacos?" You said 10,000 tacos.
right.
I just thought it'd be funny to fucking like if I was just encased in beef. I just woke up and I was encased in beef.
Right, and the way
I was like-
the way I envisioned my Sunday,
It just
fantasy,
started eating my way out.
my Sunday fantasy was I would it was like Scrooge McDuck style, like just jump like like a sailor dive. Like,
You had like a 30-foot diving board.
Yeah.
And you were just like,
yeah.
and you didn't surface until you were done. Until you came out of
Yeah.
until you were born out of a maraschino cherry.
That's right.
Ah, shit.
I could do it.
Yeah. All right, I gotta piss.
All right, boys. Out of here. We got pee, yo.
I gotta pee pee. And it's hot.